4 p.m. Arizona Pacific Time. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. In today's Dhamma class, we will learn about Part 1A, offerings, taking the Dhisarana and precepts, the Metta chant, and meditation. Part 1B, Adhitthana, determination, mindfulness on death, wishing, and sharing. Part 2, Parita chanting, discussions, questions and answers. Today's substitute will be Hina. So Hina, please have your prayer books and the correct pages ready and close by. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. 1. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. Please do not eat or drink during the prayer time, as it is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times, or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. Please don't fidget or play around, as it can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting. Now please put your hands together. We'll begin with puja, the offerings. We believe you'll do great.
Dhammacakkapavattana Angirasa Unaya Tatahi Setaransio Wadirawa Virojanti Jinome Tantu Sisake Nilayo Nilathanama Pidodadata Lohita Dhammacakkapavattana Mandita Nikamemsu Babasara. Dewatapati Gata Dewatapati Adicho Patima Pati Chantima Sanato Gatio Tapati Jai Tapati Wamano Atasaba Mahowati Buddho Tapati Tejasa Tatisam Tejasam Panam Buddham Wandami Sadavam Valentine.
Padipa puja kanasara paditena dipena damadam sina diloka dipam sambudam pujayami damonudam wanaganda gunopedam ekam kusuma santatim pujayami munindasa siripada saroruhe.
Adivasa do no bande vaniyam parikapitam anukampam uparaya patikanatu utama. Adivasa do no bande bhojanam parikapitam anukampam uparaya patikanatu utama. Valentine. Panadipada Veramani Sikhabada Samadhyami Adinadana Veramani Sikhabada Samadhyami Abramacharya Veramani Sikhabada Samadhyami.
Matin Kranio Ogada. Who is it, Ogada?
Maylin, it is your turn to say Ogata.
Ogata, Ogata, โอกาสกายแกนเวสีแกนมโนแกนตาปาโดตากะเตนโดอัพเลตโดโกพยาปาเซเจอาจงาปัตตมาดุติยาตัตติยาตัจเจนาเจต้องเจนยาเปยายตนะเตยายตนะเต็งกายตนะยตนามยตังปาโตโกอายออาเตอาเลอาเมีย拉什么一位是个步骤不明白手个都把一生比亚个都要都阿就阿讲阿贝勒巴个东巴亚贝是巴亚杜亚那巴贝巴蒂迪亚勒巴亚蒂那迪亚那巴杜马阿嘎嘎的基罗内的配乐马蒂亚ปุตเตยะในแบนติยาโรเมโกยาบาโลอิอาเชปิยานาวันทาอาหารแบนเดติสาเนนาสหานาวันคาสัมปนากตังอุปสตะสิลัมดามามยาชามิอนุกหังกัตวะสิลัมเดทะเมแบนเดทุติยมปิอาหารบันเดติสรเนนะสหนาวกสัมปนากตังอุปสตะสิลัมดามามยาชามิอนุกหังกัตวะสิลัมเดทะเมบันเดตติยมปิอาหารบันเดติสรเนนะสหนาวกสัมปนากตังอุปสตะสิลัมดามามยาชามิอนุกหังกัตวะสิลัมเดทะเมบันเดอามาบันเดนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะพุทธังสรณังกัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิทุติยมปิพุทธังสรณังกัจฉามิทุติยมปิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิทุติยมปิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิตติยมปิพุทธังสรณังกัจฉามิตติยมปิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิตติยมปิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิอามาบันเดอิติปิโสภะคะวะอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธนะสัมปันโนสุ
Passenger. Who's done?
Mathing. Mathing, can you please read Nawanga Sila?
Yes. Panadipada Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Adinadana Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Abhamadariya Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Musavada Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Surameraya Mata Pamadatana Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Twikala Bodhana Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Nata Gita Wadida Visuka Dasana Mala Ganda Vile Panadarana Mandana Vibhusanadana Veramani Sikha Pata Samadhyami Ujja Sayana Mahasayana Veramani Sikkhabata Samadhiyami Metta Sahakadena Jedasa Sababana Buddhesu Paritwa Hiraran Viharanam Samadhiyami. About time. Iti piso bhagava araham sama sambuddha Vichacharana sampana sugata lokavidu anuttara purisa dhamma sarati satha deva manusanam buddha bhagava Swagato bhagavata dhammo sanditiko akaliko ehipasiko opaneyiko pachatam vaditabo when you have Supatipano Bhagavato Sangha Sangho Ujupatipano Bhagavato Sangha Sangho Nyayapatipano Bhagavato Sangha Sangho Samijipatipano Bhagavato Sangha Sangho Yaditam Chatari Purisa Yugani Atha Purisa Pugala Esa Bhagavato Sangha Sangho Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Dakineyo Angelika Raniyo Anuttaram Punyakritam Lokasa. That one time.
Aham avirohomi abhyabhajohomi anigohomi sukhi atanam pariharami mama mata pitu acharya cha nyadimeda cha sabrahmacharino cha awira hondu abhyabhaja hondu aniga hondu sukhi atanam pariharantu amakam arakate vada imasamim awase imasamim arame arakate vada awira hondu abhyabhaja hondu aniga hondu sukhi atanam pariharantu Sabe sata, sabe pana, sabe buddha, sabe pugala, sabe atabawa pariyapana, saba itio, sabe purisa, sabe ariya, sabe anariya, sabe dewa, sabe manusa, sabe wanipatika, awera hontu, abhyapaja hontu, aniga hontu, sukhi atana pariharantu, dukha muchantu, yatha lara sampatito mawikachantu, kamasaka.
Urati Maya Tisaya Takinaya Tisaya Pachimaya Tisaya Uttaraya Tisaya Urati Maya Anutisaya Takinaya Anutisaya Pachimaya Anutisaya Uttaraya Anutisaya Hati Maya Tisaya Upari Maya Tisaya
Sabe sata, sabe pana, sabe puta, sabe bugala, sabe atapawa pariyapana, Saba itio, sabe burisa, sabe aria, sabe anaria, sabe dewa, sabe manusa, sabe winipatika, awera hondu, abia baja hondu, anika hondu, sukiatanam, bariharandu, duka muchantu, yadalata sampatito, bawi kachantu, kamasaka.
Udam yawa bhagacha adoyawa avichito samanta chakawalesu yesata patavichara abhyabhajani veracha niruka chanubhadava Udam yawa bhagacha adayawa avichito samanta chakawalesu yesata udake chara abhyavajani viraja nirukacha nipadavam Udam yawa bhagacha adayawa avichito Samanta Chakawalesu Yesata Akase Jara Abhya Bachani Varacha Yiduka Chanubatawa Sadhu 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 Valentine.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Maypung, Rama, Valerie, Hingnaong, and Shinten.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one object. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, a natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. If you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter and more peaceful. In body scanning meditation, you scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is something will always take your attention away. Maybe a noise or a pain in the knee, but often your own mind is the problem. It's so full of useless stuff, like a monkey jumping here and there. It's so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts and feeling with happy ones.
Guide 2. Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy, you are less worried and frustrated, you don't get stressed about work or exams, you develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things. You find it easier to focus and learn. You perform better in sports and games. You make better music and art, and you will be more trustworthy.
What is different between samatha and vipassana? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and the mind. In Samantha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, Vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During Samantha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in Vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it. We observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades, we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera, put your hands together with the right on top of the left, with your thumbs connected, and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1. When I say a group of muscles, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2. Mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3. Feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe is fully relaxed. We are going to advance to Anapanasati meditation. You are going to focus on your breath. When you breathe in, a puff of air touches the tip of your nose. Make yourself aware of the touch. When you breathe out, a slightly warmer puff of air touches the tip of your nose. Make yourself aware of the touch. We are going to practice counting technique with each cycle of in-breath and out-breath. You will count from 1 to 8, and do not let your mind wander. If your mind wanders out, start counting from 1 again. We are first going to practice together. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 1. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 2. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 3. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 4. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 5. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 6. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 7. Breathe in, aware of the touch. And breathe out, aware of the touch. 8. Now go back to 1 and start counting on your own. We are now done meditating.
Dukkha patacha nidukkha, baya patacha nibaya, sokam patacha nisoka, hantu sabate panino.
Nahi were na werani, samanti la kurachana, awere na cha samanti, esa damo sanantano.
Sapa papa sa akaranam, kusala supa sampada, sachita periodapanam, etam putana sasanam.
Marana me duam, Jivita me aduam, Ida me punyam, Nibbana sapachayo hodu, Imam punya bhagam, Sabha satanam bhajema, Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Valentine.
Hello, Mangalaba Dhamma class. My name is Tazinjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means part of concentration. Today, I'll be your presenter for part 2 of the Dhamma class. We're now starting part 2 of the Dhamma class. Before we begin, I want to remind you how important this class is. From today's Dhamma class, we will learn valuable teachings and ideas, so please be respectful and mindful. Also, remember, no eating during this part of the class. Drinking water is allowed during this part of the class. Make sure to sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Now we'll move on to Program 1, the chant of Mahajaya Mangala Gata. Here are the chanters. Xing Qi and Qixing, Su Ang, Gama Bali, Tiffany, Anlin Tay, Valerie, Det Zin, Lin Lin, and Bia Bala and Gina Bala.
Bahum sahasa mabinimitam sayutantam girimekalam utitakoram sasenamaram danaditama widina jitawa munendo tam tejasa bawatute jaya mangalani.
Marati rega mabiyujita sabaratim goram panalawaka makama tadayakam gandhi sudanta widina jitawa munindo tam tejasa bhavatude jaya mangalani.
Nalagirim Gajawaram Atimataputam Dawagijaka Masanewa Sudarunandam Nitambu Sakau Vidina Jitawa Munendo Tamte Jasa Poatute Jaya Mangalani.
Ukita kaka mabihata sudarunantam dawam tiyojana patanguli malawantam idi bisan katamano jitoa munindo tam tejasa bhavatute jaya mangalani.
Katwarna kata mudaran iwa kabiniyam jinchaya duta wajanam jana kaya majim santena soma vidina jitawa munendo dam tejasa bhavatute jaya mangalani.
Valerie, it is your turn.
Satyam vihaya ati satyaka vadaketum vadapiropita manam ati andabudam panyapatipa jalito chitawa munendo tam te jasa pavantu te jaya mangalani.
Nandopananda pujagam vividam mahidim Budena terra pujagena Dhammapayanto itu bade sawitina Chitawa munendo Tam tejasa bhavatute Jaya mangalani Tukaha titi puja kena sadatahatam Brahmam visuti juti mahiti pakapitanam Nanakatena vidina jitawa munento Tam tejasa bhavatute Jaya mangalani
Etapi Buddha Jaya Mangala Atagata Yowajako Dine Dine Sarante Madandi Hidwana Nega Vividani Jubratawani Mokam Sukam Atikameya Naro Sapanyo Satu, Satu, Satu.
Now we'll move on to Program 2, Basic Buddhism, and the people who will be participating are Tiffany and Shintan, then Chloe, Valerie, and May Cindy, then Riley and Deepa, then Pia Bala and Gina Bala, then Sarah and Victoria, and then Noel and Sumya Pe, and finally the Zinjo and Hei Ao. Tiffany, Shintan, it is now your turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Tiffany, and my Buddhist name is Santat Violet, which means peacekeeper. My dear friend Shintan will be joining me, so Shintan, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Shintan. My Buddhist name is Mukha Bali, which means freedom keeper. So, Tiffany, what are we talking about today?
We will be talking about metta, and please listen carefully because we will be asking questions at the end. What is metta? Metta means loving kindness and goodwill towards ourselves and others. It's about feeling warm and friendly, wanting everyone to be happy and well. Practicing metta helps us overcome anger and negativity.
Just like a mother protects her child, we should show love to all living beings. This love should be the same for ourselves, friends, and even those we don't get along with.
Metta teaches us to see ourselves in others so we feel connected without differences. It's not the same as passionate love or wanting to possess someone. It's deeper and more universal. Metta has the power to spread goodness to others even from afar. Now we'll be asking questions. So Shinta, what is your question?
My questions will be to Amy. What does metta teach us?
Metta teaches us to see ourselves in others.
That's correct. My next question is to AJ. What does metta have the power to do?
To spread goodness to others.
That's correct. And my last question is to Amy. So practicing metta helps us with what?
Overcoming anger and negativity.
That's correct. Thank you for listening.
It is now Chloe, Valerie, and Mason D's turn.
Hello, Manglapa. My name is Chloe Chen, and my Buddhist name is Bali, which means keeper of wisdom. I live in Chino Hills, California. So today, my two dear Dhamma friends will be joining me. So Valerie, please introduce yourself. Hello, Mangalapa. My name is Valerie Chow, and my Buddhist name is Dana Bali, which means the keeper of charity. Mason, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Maglaba. My name is Maisiti. My Buddha name is Luca Bali, which means guardian of the world. I live in Polavaca, Texas. So, Chloe, what are we talking about today?
We will be talking about Karuna. So Mason D, please go first.
What is Karuna? Karuna means compassion, which is about caring for others and wanting to help relieve their pain. It should be practiced wisely and with a peaceful heart.
Karuna is like the love of a mother who always tries to comfort her sick child. Sometimes it can mean going so far as to help others, even if it's difficult for us. The goal of Karuna is to reduce suffering and eliminate cruelty. It's important not just talk about compassion, but to take action too.
Karuna helps us recognize the sadness we feel for others' suffering, but it is more than just pity. It's a positive and loving quality that encourages us to help. So now we will be asking questions. So, Chloe, can you please ask your first question?
My first question is to Igori, and what is the goal of Karuna? The goal of Karuna to reduce suffering and cruelty. That is correct. Valerie, please ask your next question. My next question is to Yanni. Is Karuna more than just a pity?
Yes, it's a positive and loving quality that encourages us to help.
That is correct. Mason D, please ask your last question.
So my last question for this program is to Igori. So Igori, what does Karuna help us recognize?
It helps us realize the sadness we feel for others.
Next.
It is now Riley and Deepa's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Riley, and my Buddhist name is Dhammacakkapavattana which means medicine of truth. And today I'm here with my dear Dhamma friend Deepa. So Deepa, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Deepa Ong, and my Buddhist name is Tejabala, which means lucky keeper. So, Riley, what are we talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about mudita. So Deepa, can you please start?
What is mudita? Mudita is a Pali word that means feeling joy for others, happiness, and success. It's about celebrating when good things happen to others. Mudita is one of the 4 important qualities in Buddhism called the Brahma Viharas, which also include loving kindness, metta, compassion, grina, and calmness, upika.
When we practice mudita, we stop feeling jealous and learn to appreciate others' achievements. It takes effort and strong will to truly feel joy for others. We should be careful though. Mudita isn't just about laughter or excitement, but a deeper, peaceful happiness for others. A good example is the joy a mother feels when her child succeeds. In Buddhism, people say sadhu, 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 meaning well done or excellent to celebrate others' good deeds. Now we'll be asking questions. So Deepa, can you please ask your first question?
The question is to Andrew and is why do we practice mudita?
We practice mudita to stop feeling jealous and learn to appreciate others' achievements.
That's correct. Riley, please ask your question.
My question is to Nyantung Ong, and it is, what do we stop feeling when we practice mudita? Well, the answer is we stop feeling jealous and learn to appreciate others' achievements. Deepa, can you please ask your last question?
Last question is to Andrew and is, why do we say sadhu, sadhu?
To celebrate people's good deeds.
That's correct. That's all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Bia Bala and Gina Bala's turn.
Hi to my class. My name is Kevin Hong, and my Buddhist name is Bia Bala, which means proud Allah. So today I'll be sharing something to the Dhamma class with my dear brother Gina Bala. So Gina Bala, can you please introduce yourself? Hi, my name is Ryan Hong, and my Buddhist name is Gina Bala, which means proud winning. So Bia Bala, what will we be sharing today? Today we'll be sharing about what is upeka. Hey everybody, please listen because we will be asking questions in the end. What is upeka? Upeka is a Pali word that means having a balanced view. It refers to staying neutral between gain and loss, honor and dishonor, praise and blame, and happiness and sorrow. It is not the same as indifferent or not caring. Sometimes people misunderstand upeka as being inattentive or careless, but that's not true. Upeka means paying attention to things in a calm and balanced way, without getting too happy or too sad about them. Upeka is achieved when both hate and love are calm, bringing peace. It is not about ignoring things or being uninterested. Real upeka sees both good and bad, but understands what happiness and suffering come from one's own actions. It doesn't get personally involved with them, staying calm instead. So now we'll be asking questions. So we'll have to answer the first question. Shinky, how is upeka achieved?
Upeka is achieved when both hate and love are calmed.
That's correct. So Jane Block, can you please answer your question? Gishing. They misunderstood it as attentive or what? Why do people sometimes misunderstand upeka?
They misunderstand it as inattentive or careless.
That is correct. So Bia Block, can you please answer the question, the last answer? Answer the last question. Hazel, what does real upeka see?
It sees both good and bad, but understands happiness and suffering.
That's correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Sarah and Victoria's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sarah, and my Buddhist name is Pali, which means skilled guardian. Today we will be talking about something with a Dhamma friend of mine. So, Victoria, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Victoria, and my Buddhist name is Uchupali, which means honest keeper. So Sarah, what will we be talking about today?
Today we will be talking about Dhamma. So, Victoria, please begin.
What is dana? Dana means giving and being generous. It includes helping those in need and sharing with monks or the community. Giving helps us overcome feelings of greed, hatred, and confusion. Each act of giving is a way to show loving kindness and compassion. When we give, we should do it with the right understanding. Here are 3 important things to remember. 1. Feeling happy about your grieving before, during, and after. 2. Have faith that good deeds will lead to positive results. 3. Make a promise to work towards spiritual growth.
Even when we wish for things like good health or happiness, we should aim to support our journey toward being better people. Good health helps us meditate, and wealth allows us to give more. So now we will be moving on to questions. So Valerie, please ask the first question. So Victoria, please ask the first question.
My first question is to Hazel, and it is, what should we aim at?
Supporting our journey towards being better people.
That is correct. Sarah, please ask the next question.
My question is to Kixing, and it is, giving helps us overcome what?
It helps us overcome feeling of greed, hatred, and confusion.
That is correct. So Victoria, please ask the next question.
My last question is to Hazel, and it is, what does good health help us?
It helps us meditate.
That is correct, and thank you for listening.
It is now Noel and Sumyapi's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Noah, and my Buddhist name is Manapala, which means proud personality. So today I'll be joined by my Dhamma friend Sumyapi. So could you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Chitta Bali, which means the regarder of mind. So, Noel, what are we talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about Sila. So Sumyapi, could you please start?
What is Sila? Sila means following moral rules and being ethical. It includes three main parts: right speech, right action, and right livelihood. We can break Sila into two categories.
1. What to do. Speech, be truthful, helpful, kind, and polite. Action, show compassion, loving kindness, and use wisdom. Livelihood, earn money in ways that don't harm anyone and involve effort.
2. What to avoid. Speech, don't lie, gossip, or speak harshly. Action, avoid killing, stealing, and harmful behaviors like gambling or using drugs. Livelihood, avoid things that harm others or involve deceit, such as butchering or selling weapons. Sila helps us live in a way that is kind and respectful to ourselves and others. We will now be asking questions, so Noel, please ask your first question.
My question to Juju is, what are 3 parts of Sila? Well, the answer is right speech, right action, and right livelihood. So, Senior Peer, could you please ask your question?
My question to Minta Jo is, what actions should you avoid?
You should avoid killing, stealing, and harmful behaviors like gambling or using drugs.
That is correct.
My last question is to Juju, and it is, how does Sila help us?
It helps us love in a way that is kind and respectful to others and ourselves.
That is correct, and that is all. Thank you for listening.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Zinjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means part of concentration. Today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So, Hina Aung, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Helena, and my Buddhist name is Sukha Bala, which means part of happiness. So, Tazincha, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about why do we offer light to the Buddha statue. Everyone please listen carefully because we will be asking a couple questions in the end. So, Hina Aung, could you please start first?
Why do we offer light to the Buddha statue? Buddhists offer light to the Buddha statue as a way to show respect and gratitude to the Buddha. The light represents wisdom, enlightenment, and the teachings of the Buddha. Just like a lamp brightens up a dark room, offering light symbolizes the desire to eliminate ignorance and bring clarity and understanding into our lives.
When Buddhists offer light to the Buddha statue, it's also a way of expressing their devotion and showing their commitment to following the Buddha's teachings. It's like saying, I appreciate your guidance and I am dedicated to learning and practicing what you taught.
The light can come in different forms, such as candles, oil lamps, or even electric lights. By offering light, Buddhists create a peaceful and serene atmosphere in the presence of the Buddha statue, which helps them focus their minds and deepen their spiritual connection.
So, offering light to the Buddha statue is a beautiful way for Buddhists to pay homage to the Buddha, seek wisdom, and remind themselves of the path towards enlightenment and inner peace. That is all, so now we will be asking questions. Mahina Aung, could you please ask the first one?
My first question is to Maythun, and it is, name one of the different forms of light.
Candles, oil lamps, or electric lights.
That is correct. So, Dazinja, could you please ask the next question?
Thiri-san, what does the light we offer represent?
It represents wisdom, enlightenment, and the teachings of the Buddha.
That is correct. So, Hina Aung, could you please ask the last question?
The last question is to Maythun again, and it is, what does offering light symbolize?
Offering light symbolizes the desire to eliminate ignorance and bring clarity and understanding into our lives.
That is correct. And that is also thank you for listening.
We will now be moving on to program 3. Choose the correct one out of the given answers by Hank and Hema.
Hi, my name is Hank, and my Buddhist name is Sutta Bala, which means the power of knowledge. Today, I'll be joined by my twin sister. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Hema, and my Buddhist name is Hema Pali, which means peacekeeper.
Today, we'll be asking 14 questions to the individuals May Cindy, Mary, Keishin, Sarah, Ninethan, William, Maythun, Alexander, Tezin, Tengteng, Benji, Shinki, Akari, Onlinte, Suong, Xinglen, Kamapali, and Thiri-san. To start off, May Cindy, what does metta have the power to do?
To spread goodness to others.
That is correct. Mary, practicing metta helps us with what?
Overcoming anger and negativity.
You are correct. Kishin, what is the goal of karuna?
To reduce suffering and cruelty.
That's correct. Sarah, why do we say sadhu, sadhu?
To celebrate people's good deeds.
That is correct. Nineten, how is upeka achieved?
Upeka is achieved when both hate and love are calm.
That is correct. William, why do people sometimes misunderstand upeka?
They misunderstand it as inattentive or careless.
And that is correct. Maythun, what does real upeka see?
It sees both good and bad, but understands happiness and suffering.
That is correct. Alexander, what should we aim at? Well, the correct answer is supporting our journey towards being better people. Tezin, giving helps us overcome what?
It helps us overcome greed, hatred, and confusion.
And that is correct. Teng, how does good health help us?
And help us with meditate.
That is correct. Benji, what are the 3 parts of sila?
Right speech, right action, and right livelihood.
You are correct. Shinki, what actions should you avoid? Well,
Can you repeat that?
what actions should you avoid?
Avoiding killing, stealing, and harmful behaviors like gambling or using drugs.
And that is correct. Akari, what does the light we offer represent?
It represents wisdom, enlightenment, and the teachings of the Buddha.
You are correct. Onlinte, what does karuna help us recognize?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is it helps us realize the sadness we feel for others.
Suong, what does metta have the power to do?
To spread goodness to others.
That is correct. Xinglen, practicing metta helps us with what?
Overcoming anger and negativity.
That is correct. Kamapali, what is the goal of karuna?
To reduce suffering and cruelty.
That is correct. Thiri-san, why do we say sadhu, sadhu?
To celebrate people's good deeds.
That is correct.
Thank you for listening.
We will now be moving on to Program 4, Translation of Olga, Tha Book, page 2 and 3, by Sumya Pe and Min Than Cho.
Hi to my class. My name is Min, and my Buddhist name is Ayubla, which means the power of longer life. And today we'll be doing another translation for the Okada book, and I'll be joined by Sumyape. So Sumyape, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Chita Bali, which means regarder of mind. And the individuals I'll be asking are Kama Bali, Suong, Hien Ye Dan, Mei Dun, Chloe, Shinki, Mei Cindy, and I'll be asking Burmese to English translations on book 1, pages 2 to 3 of Ogata books. So Kama Bali, what does Ogata mean?
Oh God, that means, excuse me, my apologies. I beg your pardon, or forgive me.
That is correct. Thank you. And then Suong, what does Apyatugo mean? It's on page 2. Okay, so it means offenses. And then Henyeta, what does Dutiyambi mean?
It means, where to go? A second time?
That is correct. Thank you. And then Maytun, what does Biayadanam mean? It's on page 2.
The Buddha jewel.
That is correct. Thank you. And then Chloe, what does Arahato mean on page 3?
Next.
Okay, so it means the perfected one. Shinki, what does Ajo Ajao mean on page 2?
Can you repeat that?
What does Ajo Ajao mean on page 2?
It means through this act.
That's correct, thank you. And then Mason D, what does Abeliba mean?
It means four lawful states.
That is correct, thank you. So now it is Mintejo's turn.
Hi, the Dhamma friends I'll be asking will be Mary and Akri, Diri San, Alinte, Dane Dane, Valerie, Keishing, and Desmond. So please get your Okada book out. So Mary and Akri, for my first one, do you know the Bali word for all offenses?
Can you say that again?
Do you know the Bali word for all offenses?
Means Depadota.
Tabadoda is
All
correct. Yeah, thank you. And Devi San, if you're here, do you know the Bali word for venerable sir?
Repeat that again.
Do you know the Bali word for venerable sir?
Band-Aid.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you. And Alente, if you're here, do you know the Bali word for Buddha jewel?
Absent.
Oh, absent. Okay. Tain Tain, if you're here, do you know the Bali word for 5 enemies? That is correct. Thank you. And Valerie, if you're here, do you know the Bali word for 3 refugees? So it is Tisara Nina. Thank you. Kishin, if you're here, do you know the Bali word for the perfected one? So it is
It
Arahato.
is
Oh, can you say that again?
Arahato.
That is correct. Thank you. And Devin, if you're here, do you know the Bali sentence for I go to the Buddha for refuge?
Buddham Saranam
Um,
Gacchami.
Yep, that's correct. Thank you. And that is all for today. So thank you everyone for answering, and thank you Fumepe for joining me.
We will now be moving on to Paragraph 5, Answer the Questions by the Zinja. So, hello Dhamma class, my name is the Zinja and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means part of concentration. Today I'll be leading Answer the Questions. So, Nyen Bon Tet, how many virtues of the Buddha are there?
Uh, 9.
Yeah. Can you list them all?
With the numbers?
Each virtue of the Buddha. It's all in that little paragraph.
Okay. Itipiso Bhagawa. Number 1, Araham. Number 2, Sammasambuddho. Number 3, Vijayacharana Sampano. Number 4, Sugata. Number 5, Lokavidu. Number 6, Anuttara Parisattama Sarati. Number 7, Sata Deva Manusana. Number 8, Buddha. Number 9, Bhagawa.
Thank you. Ma Thing, how many virtues of the Dhamma are there?
6.
That's correct. Can you list them all? It's on page 5. Ja Dhamma Guna.
Number 1 is Swakado. Number 2 is Saditiko. Number 3 is Agaliko. Number 4 is Ehipasiko. Number 5 is Opaneiko. Number 6 is Pachada Wedida Bowinuhi.
Thank you. So, Mei Lin, what does Disarana mean?
Mean refuges.
That's correct. Can you list them?
Number 1, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Number 2, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Number 3, Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
That's correct. So, Shinlang, what does Panchasila mean?
5 precepts.
That's correct. Can you list them all?
Yeah. Number 1, Panatipata Brahmani Sika Padam Samadhiyami. Number 2, Adinadana Brahmani Sika Padam Samadhiyami. Number 3, Kamesu Michachara Brahmani Sika Padam Samadhiyami. Number 4, Musavata Brahmani Sika Badam Samadhiyami. Number 5, Sura Meraya Maja Pamatan Tatana Brahmani Sika Badam Samadhiyami.
That's correct. Good job on the hard words. Mei Thun, how many virtues of the Buddha are there?
There are 9 virtues of the Buddha.
That's correct. Can you list them all?
Number 1, Araham. Number 2, Sama Sambuddha. Number 3, Vijayacharana Sambandha. Number 4, Sugata. Number 5, Lokavidu. Number 6, Anuttara Purisa Dhammasarati. Number 7, Satha Deva Manusanam. Number 8, Buddha. Number 9, Bhagawan.
That's correct. Thank you. So, Snowy, how many virtues of the Dhamma are there?
6.
That's correct. Can you list them all?
Number 1, Bhagavata Dhammo. Number 2, Santifico. Number 3, Akaliko. Number 4, Ehipasiko. Number 5, Opanayiko. And number 6, Patatam Vetitapovinuhi.
That's correct. I think you're new here, aren't you? Well, I'm glad to have you here. Welcome to the Dhamma class.
Thank you.
Thiri-san, what does Disarana mean?
Sarana means 3 refuges.
That's correct. Can you list them all?
Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
That's correct. Thank you, and that is all. Oh, thank you to everyone who joined today. We are near the end of our Dhamma class, so please put your hands together, mute your microphones, and repeat after me. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is all, and thank you for listening.
Everybody.
Bye,
You too,
everyone.
everybody. Pom pom.